This other feels reality.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video we are going to be doing a murder mystery, and today's murder mystery is going to be about the murder of Bobby Jo Stinnett. I don't know if I'm saying her last name right, but this is a pretty interesting but sad murder. And yeah, I don't want to make this intro any long, so let's get on to the video. In 2004, 23-year-old Bobby Jo Stinnett was found viciously slain in her Missouri home. She was 8 months pregnant. It appeared Miss Stinnett had been strangled and her baby had been cut from her womb. The baby, however, was not located at the scene. The premature newborn was later recovered at the farmhouse of a 36-year-old Lisa Montgomery. Miss Montgomery, who was known for faking pregnancies and miscarriages, was arrested, charged, and convicted of murder and the death penalty. The infant survived and was reunited with his father. So that is a little description of it. It is pretty disturbing. She was a woman like few others, clearly deranged and so set on her idea of reality that she honestly believed she could convince those around her that she was a good mother. Starting off great. It was this delusion that led her to a woman who was 8 months pregnant and viciously cut her child from her body. That is so disturbing. Just like cutting up a pregnant woman's stomach to take the baby and then kill the mother in the process. Just, oh my god. Okay. Lisa Montgomery would lie a lot. She wanted a lot of kids and she faked pregnancies. She faked miscarriages, which one day led her to this murder. She was married, but then the ex-spouse divorced. She divorced him, and then she married another man, and she convinced him to have kids again. But she was to have kids again. But the doctor told her she had this treatment where she cannot liably be able to have any more children, just because of the fact that she had so many, and it was something she was put on. Her victim, Bobby Jo Stinnett, was 23. She was like a kind-hearted, spirited woman. She graduated from school. She married a very sweet man, and she was expecting her first baby with him. She has Rat and Terriers, which is a breed of dog. She's very passionate about it. She had an online chat where she would like talk about him, and it was like a whole group form. And yeah, she was just a very kind, sweet woman who was victimized and murdered so disturbingly, terrifyingly wrong. How did Lisa Montgomery find Bobby Jo? So she lied again, wanting a second child, she lied again wanting another child, so she faked the pregnancy, but obviously she's not pregnant. So she needed somehow to find a baby because her ex-spouse wanted some custody for 2 of the children that they currently have, and she obviously doesn't have a baby, and she's going to court and they're gonna know that she's not pregnant. So she had to fake a pregnancy and get a baby. She had to get an actual baby. So she found Bobby Jo posted a chat forum which Montgomery found, and then Montgomery started texting her and like got close with her, and they bonded because they both had pregnancies. And in December 15, 2004, Montgomery posted as a fake person called Darlene Fisher, and Darlene Fisher was wanting to buy and adopt one of the rat terriers that Bobby Joe had, so they decided to meet up. Montgomery was still operating under the lie that she was expecting a child with a December 24th due date. Bobby Joe had no reason to disbelieve her, and online two chatted about their pregnancies, sharing information and advice on both babies and the rat terriers. Montgomery was a skilled liar. Even her own husband had no idea her pregnancy was fake. However, the pressure was starting to build. Her ex-husband had filed for custody of 2 of their children. She knew that she would need to admit in court that her pregnancy was faked, showing mental instability. So on December 15, 2004, Montgomery posted on the Rat and Terrier chat forum under a fake name, Darlene Fisher. She contacted Bobby Joe under the pretext of purchasing one of her rat terriers. Bobby Joe agreed to meet her the next day and give her directions to her home. The next day, December 16, 2004, Kevin Montgomery got a call from his wife at around 5:15 p.m. She was in Topeka, Kansas, and informed him that she had delivered a daughter at a women's clinic when she was shopping out of town. Kevin went to pick Montgomery up with 2 of their children, and the family drove home with the newborn in Kevin's truck. The teenagers followed in Montgomery's red Toyota Corolla. Around the same time, Bobby Joe's mother, Becky Harper, dropped in at her daughter's home. There she found the 23-year-old lying in a pool of blood, holding tufts of blonde hair in her fists. Her stomach had been violently sliced open and her child was missing. Oh my god. Oh. That's not something a mother wants to see. Harper called the police. Despite not knowing whether the child could have survived the ordeal of its birth, they issue an Amber Alert. The next day, Montgomery and her husband took their newborn out into the country. The next day, Montgomery and her husband took their newborn out into the community. They had named the baby Abigail, and then went to breakfast and visited the local revenue to show the baby off. First, people were understandably shocked, having it hard to believe that Montgomery was pregnant in the first place, and that anyone would take a baby so young out into the world. It seemed idyllic, I don't know how to say that word, but the law was catching up with Lisa Montgomery. After hearing about her death on Bobby Joe, another poster on the Rat and Terrier website saw that a woman named Darlene Fisher had arranged to meet with the murdered woman. She called the FBI, who were able to trace the poster's IP address straight to Lisa Montgomery. When they heard about her birth story, they contacted birth clinics in Topeka and were able to confirm that no babies had been born on the 16th of December. The net had closed on lying Lisa. That is just, ooh. Don't lie, kids. You'll get trapped in your own lies. Arrest and trial. Lisa Montgomery was arrested on 17th of December at her home. The baby, later named Victoria Jo Stinnett, was returned to the care of her anxious father in good health despite her traumatic and premature birth. Montgomery was charged with kidnapping resulting in death, a crime for which the sentence was life imprisonment or capital punishment. Neuropsychiatrist testified in her defense that previous head injuries might have damaged the part of the brain that controls aggression, a mental condition where women falsely believe that they are pregnant and even exhibit signs of pregnancy. Well then. However, this defense was not enough to convince the jury. On October 22, 2007, they found Montgomery guilty of murder and recommended the death sentence. This was upheld by the judge overseeing the case, and in April 2008, Lisa Montgomery was officially given the death sentence for the death of Bobby Joe Stinnett. I hope you guys like the video. If you want to see anything else, comment down below what you want to see.